Hello, this is Bruno Luce with JLB Productions. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'd like to show you a field employment of the how to connect two analog mixers together. Now, in the original video, the mixers were right next to each other and it didn't really provide a real-world setup. Today, that's what we've got exactly for you. So let's start at the beginning of the signal chain and work our way through to the end. So here we are at the front of the venue. Now what we have today is we have a training session for the Alpha course, and it's a very small band. There's two vocalists and there's a guitar which is being run in stereo. So if you look here, we've got a guitar which is being run through a Boss 83. The Boss 83 runs through a stereo DI which is tucked back here, as you can see. And the stereo DI is connected to this, which is the head of our 8-channel sub-snake. We've also got two vocal mics plugged in for a total of 4 input channels. Now if you follow this around here, you'll see that this venue has normal mic points in the wall along here. And we've chosen not to use those because we've laid our own sub-snake down. And the idea is that we have our own connection from the sources to our mixer, and the mixer is then plugged into the venue's main mixer. So let's trace these lines and I'll show you how we make the connection to our main mixer. So this is our main cable run between the stage and our mixing position, which is in the middle of the auditorium. As you can see, we have a VGA cable. This is the feed to the projector. We have our 8-channel snake. We have 2 XLR cables, the red ones, which are acting as connections to the main house mixer. And finally, we have a power cable which runs into our sub-mixer. Now for those of you who say you should never run power and signal next to each other, I agree, but sometimes it's unavoidable. The other thing which I'd like you to note is how we lay the lines out as neatly as possible. We don't cross them over, and finally we put a certain amount of tape. We don't go crazy with the tape just because it's a big mess to remove, but we do put enough to keep things neat. Now if you follow me over here, this is our mix position in the house. Now you can see we've got an Allen & Heath Z6014FX. This is acting as a sub-mixer. It's our main mixer, but as far as the house is concerned, this is the sub-mixer. We have our 8-channel snake plugged in here. We have a stereo connection here which is used for playing break music, and we have a USB connection from the laptop which is used to carry the audio from DVDs. We also have inserted on the main outputs 2 channels of this DBX 1046 quad compressor, power conditioner, and of course the laptop. So as you can see, we've got a very compact working area here which is easy to fit into the context of this auditorium. And if you just take a look at the room as a whole, you can see down there on the right is where the musicians are, and following around the perimeter of the room you can see our cable run. Now we didn't want to run the cables through the middle of the room simply for safety reasons. This last row of chairs here was added after the event started, which is why there's people there. Normally you wouldn't want people in your cable run if at all possible. Now here we are back at the side of the stage. We have the bulk of the slack of our 8-channel snake here, and I'd like you to notice how we try and conceal as much of the cabling behind the bulk of the piano as possible. It just helps to make things look nice and neat. Now over here we have the patch panel for the main house PA system, and we have connected to 7 and 8, the two outputs from our submixer. The next thing we're going to do is look in the control room and see where these end up. So here we are in the house control room of this venue. As you can see, we have an Allen & Heath GL 2400, which is the main house mixer. The problem is that it's located in this room with a very small sliding window opening to the outside. And although a lot of people think that you can mix from a space like this, you really cannot, because you're not in the same acoustic space as the rest of the audience that you can see outside. Hence why we've chosen to bring in our own house mixer. Now, if you look down here, what I have outside is I have a pink noise generator running into my submixer, and the meters are at 0 dB or unity gain on the submixer. Here you can see on channels 7 and 8, you can see the signal that's coming in from the submixer. Now, because this mixer has level indicators on each channel, there's no need for me to hit PFL. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just confirming that the level is correct. Now that I know the level is correct, you'll also notice that I've panned this channel hard left, this channel hard right. I've switched the EQ off because it won't be needed. We're EQing from outside, and the gain is set to about 2 o'clock. Now, the reason the gain is like this is that the the Allen & Heath Z6014 actually has switchable output level, so I switched it to mic level. As a result, I don't have to fool around with connecting to the line input. I can connect directly to the mic input of this mixer. Alright, so now all I have to do is raise these two faders to unity gain. Check that the main house faders are set at unity gain as well. After this, I'll go outside, turn off my pink noise, unmute these two channels, and we'll be done. Obviously, if I unmuted them now, we'd all go deaf from the pink noise, so we don't want to do that. So that's been a short demonstration of how you would do submixing and connecting two mixers together in the real world. I hope it's been useful. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments. And until the next video, take care and God bless you. This is Bruno Luce for GLB Productions. Bye-bye.